Tim, we got to talk about Apple. We had their earnings out after the bell yesterday. You were out with a note this morning calling it a jaw dropper December quarter. Yet we're seeing shares under a bit of pressure today, off just around 2%. Why do you think we're seeing this reaction in the stock?
Look, I mean, in my opinion, it's probably the best Apple quarter that I've seen in 6 to 7 years. I mean, this was a Cinderella story type of quarter in terms of a $5 billion iPhone beat. And this really just shows the super cycle. It's not just hype, it's a reality. And it's starting to play out. And I believe 6 to 9 months from now, we're looking at a $3 trillion market cap for Apple. So that's like right here, when I look at a stock being down a bit, I view it as a buying opportunity. And it continues right now to be a 5G super cycle with services that's part of the re-rating in Apple. I think that alone is worth 1.2 trillion.
I used to be an Apple lover. I think that the $3 trillion call, I mean, people do love these Apple products, but is there any concern that maybe quality is falling at Apple? I mean, we saw them release Big Sur far too early, and there were a lot of hiccups in getting that out.
Yeah, I think ultimately, if you look from a hardware perspective at their releases, from iPhone 12 to what we've seen on AirPods to across Mac, and of course with their own chip in terms of, I mean, that's important in terms of what we're seeing with their own silicon. It's really been a renaissance of growth from a product perspective within Cupertino. They're always going to have some dings here and there, like you talked about with Big Sur, but ultimately, whatever leaves the four walls within Cupertino has been met with massive success, especially over the last year or two. And I think that's why they continue to have that gold standard in terms of what we see for Apple. And you're seeing on iPhone 12, a lot of skepticism in terms of the super cycle. Many thinking their best growth is in the rearview mirror. What you saw last night is Mahomes type of growth.